Hello everyone. This is a call on Andhra Pradesh, the sunrise state that has recently been formed, headed by Chandrababu Naidu, and it has been ranked number 1 in ease of doing business by World Bank and Government of India. It is now holding a Sunrise Andhra Pradesh Investment Meet, a partnership summit in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So, what is that Chandrababu Naidu is doing better than everyone else? Let us see what are the things that they are doing. One, this summit has got plenary sessions, it's got a state exhibition, it's got a book launch, it's got a CEO roundtable and MOU signing and sectoral meetings, B2B and G2G government meetings, and host the state sessions. Right, and the aim is to partnership for sustained growth in an emerging global economic order. So, it is think local and act global, that kind of a facility is there. You have a common platform for next level things. Now, what are all the other things that have come about here? Let us see. One is the single desk portal. First and foremost thing is in India, what you have the problem is of the government machinery taking its own sweet time and giving any approval even for the smallest thing possible. So, that main thing is the bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means one seat to another seat and the movement of a file that has to be fueled by corruption. So, in such a case the best solution would be to concentrate everything in one single desk, so that your application does not go from one desk to another. So, that has been that has caught the imagination of Chandrababu Naidu, and he has introduced a single desk portal. And his record is that all approvals within 21 days, 10 so far spot approvals and 33 out of 39 approvals which have been given in 15 days. Second thing is that differentiation through skilling. See, it is now Skill India. So, it is not exactly the education, it is not exactly the certification, it is not exactly the qualification, but what is required is the skill. So, differentiation through skilling, that is what he wants to do it. Andhra Pradesh wants to go ahead by differentiating itself from other states by way of external extra and important skills that are available to its people. So, developing a knowledge hub through institutes of excellence and functional universities, that is one thing. Second is sector specific universities being set up, energy university, sports university, logistics university, petroleum university, water university, aquaculture university and hospitality university. That is a real first thing that is to be done. Skill based universities is the first thing anywhere in the world I have come across. Second thing, expanding renewable energy and infrastructure. For any economic development, the base is the energy or power. So, for that nowadays with the shrinking of all petroleum and other sources, the only way forward is to go for renewable energy and renewable infrastructure. So, whether the capacity addition they have planned for 13.6 gigawatts to 29 gigawatts by 2019. That is a very big jump, very big leap. And 6 existing airports are there, 2 international airports are there, 1 mega aerotropolis is there, and 5 no-frill airports are going to be developed. So, it means in the entire, he has understood that the distance between the topmost point in Andhra Pradesh and the lowermost point, topmost point being in Srikakulam and at the end of Srikakulam, and the lowermost point is near Chittoor. So, that is distance, the length of the state is a very long state and a very narrow state and a very long state. The only way people can go and meet each other maybe within a one working day must be only by air. So, he has rightly selected air travel as the main thing, so that the people from anywhere to anywhere can either come to the headquarters or go from one end to the other by way of regional airports. That is why he has got 6 existing airports. He is going to improve them and he is going to make them 2 of them international airports, one in Visakhapatnam obviously, the other will be in Vijayawada, and one mega aerotropolis, I don't know where exactly it will be, but one aerotropolis, that means a city based around the airport, and then 5 no-frill airports, all the regional small, Rajahmundry, Kakinada, Nellore, most probably these are the places where you will have 6 no-frill airports, and then deep draft ports. In this Andhra Pradesh, it is now blessed with the Indian Ocean. Is blessed with Bay of Bengal. So Bay of Bengal is now linked to the sea, so that if it can you make use of this. All the ports, small ports that were historical ports were there, ports that have gone into disuse, the disrepute have been there. If he is able to bring them all into one particular place of action, then naturally his trading capacity will go up. So deep draft ports is going to increase the deeper draft with a cumulative capacity of 250 mmTPA, and they plan to increase it to 750 mmTPA by 2020. So 3 times increase in ports. Then the next thing is Andhra Pradesh is known for its agriculture. Andhra is the belly of the entire country. So the boosting agriculture will be done. Then what are the things that you have got? One coastal Andhra which is very good with irrigation, and then Rayalaseema which is very, very poor in irrigation. So then obviously if you want the Rayalaseema region to cope up with the coastal Andhra, and drought proofing through the real time rainfall monitoring, that is the only way, and they have chosen that drought proofing by real time rainfall monitoring, use of rain guns that has been used by China so very successfully, and then solar pump sets. That means even if there is no electrical connection, the pump sets can run on solar. First river linking project in India has already linked Godavari to Krishna, and for the benefit of course of the new capital, but still the first river linking has been done, and other river linkings are also being projected. Then real time monitoring of irrigation projects through drones. The Power Trading Corporation has used drones very successfully, and that has been copied by Chandrababu Naidu. So he wants to use drones for monitoring of irrigation projects. Then next thing will come is the communication. Communication will be digitizing, digital India. So digitizing the state is the next aim of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. He is having real time performance monitoring through CM Core dashboard, and CM will continuously monitor that. 7.5 lakh cashless transactions through Aadhaar enabled public distribution system has already been introduced. E-Pragati, India's first state enterprise architecture initiative, has also been put into place. That means digitization India is Andhra Pradesh, digital India is really taking shape in Andhra Pradesh. Next comes tourism. You see, Andhras are located everywhere, all over the world, and Tirupati and Annavaram, Vijayawada, Durgama. So all these, there are major items there people can come from all over the world. So enhancing tourism is going to be a major draw of income for the state. So the state has got third highest volume of domestic visitors. It's got 53% year-on-year increase in foreign tourists, and 3,000 rooms under construction, 43% increase over existing inventory. Not just, I think we are always concentrating on creating rooms rather than using the rooms that are available with households everywhere, because see, the tourism that comes to Andhra Pradesh most probably will be from US and other areas where NRIs are located, PIOs are located, and they will come to visit their in-laws there, where sisters, brothers and others. So they would need a section, a method whereby they can stay within the home of somebody. Maybe if we can, Chandrababu Naidu, if he is listening, if we can start a scheme whereby every household sets apart one guest room for hosting in every village, every household should set apart at least one guest room for people who come over to their village, so that you don't have to build so many rooms and then concentrate all these rooms for quantity purpose and for volume purpose only in big cities. So what is there will be a mistake if he continues with this room building. He should convert all rooms, all houses in all villages and suburban areas and small cities and less than smaller towns into a guest room, and the guest room should be linked with government through government agencies, and then guarantee of keeping the secrecy and maintaining the sanctity of a house. So this can be done, and that will be very, very useful. So this 3,000 rooms are under construction now, and 43% increase over existing thing will be there. So low land lease rent with simple land allocation process. Okay, we can low land lease rent will be there, simple land allocation process. He has already proved the land allocation process. He is very good at in land allocation process in case of Amravati. If that same thing can be applied everywhere else, I think he will be the best chief minister ever to come to any state. And overall investment is $6 billion in tourism. Next is health. Health is the most important one, and Andhra Pradesh especially lacks in health facilities, because most of the health facilities in the private sector are, say, concentrated, especially in corporate sector, concentrated in Hyderabad, which is now in a different state. So he has to come up with some solution for this lack of health facilities, and then build them up from the beginning. So Arogya Raksha medical insurance scheme for all households he has introduced, and then e-Aushadhi for real time medical drug tracking and maintaining of inventory of each drug sold. That's a very good usage of technology for having control over drugs. And NTR Vaidya Pariksha, real time diagnostic test information, capturing data from 45 diagnostic tests conducted across all districts on a daily basis. So that's a very big plus point, because you will have a database on which you plan out all your government offerings for people. Asia's first dedicated medical devices park, that's the greatest thing of all. So I think he has got very good ideas. He is planning out very well. His gross state domestic product is 10.9% growth rate in 15-16. It's going to go up, no question of going down. And the new ports will be Machlipatam. There are some nodal agencies. He has built up industrial corridor nodes. He has built up, and the nodes are Orvakal node near next to, say, Telangana, Donakonda node near Vijayawada, Krishnapatnam node near Vijayawada, Srikalahasti near Chennai, okay, then Visakhapatnam node and Machlipatam node. So these are all the places where I think a lot of growth is able to possible. Visakhapatnam Chennai industrial corridor he is coming out with, and Chennai Bangalore industrial corridor he is coming out with. These are the two cities nearby. I think he has missed Calcutta, Visakhapatnam to Calcutta, Visakhapatnam to maybe places like newly developed states through Bihar to maybe Delhi. That kind of one more link to Bombay and Bangalore. The Bombay is another place where people like to go. A lot of business is done in Bombay and Calcutta by these fish people. So it's better that he thinks about corridors from here to Calcutta, from Visakhapatnam to Calcutta, and then from Vijayawada to, or at least Chittoor, from Vijayawada to, let's say, Bombay. These are two things that have to be brought in for the growth of the state. Thank you very much. Come to Andhra Pradesh for investment, all the investors all over the world.